Alright. Alright, let's mark this out. Should grab my tape measure. Should be 15 1/4 for the first one. Cut a little bit off of that. Let's flush outside. Just get a cut enough for it to be half. So we can land another one right next to it. Right. Put down some glue. Using staples, that way they don't split the 1x4. I'll fire a couple nails into the So what I'm also going to be using for the plywood, these are I'm going to show you the difference between good nails and bad nails. So these are smooth shank. They got some glue on them. These are ring shank nails. I don't know if the camera's catching that. But they got a bunch of like little grooves, like barbs almost. Same with these ones. These are galvanized ring shank. And the difference is once they go in, combined with the glue, they ain't coming out. So I'm using the 2-inch ones for the 2-inch ones for nailing down plywood. to nail that down. I'll be right back. Oh, it's Henny Cat. Henny Cat. Okay, so far This is what we've got done. Obviously, you've seen the bracing go down. What we got to do now is we put the plastic down. We've sprayed these down. Now the bracing's nice and tight. Now we got to fill this cavity with some of the spray foam insulation. And hopefully when the cat is not in it. Right, Henny Cat? He likes hanging out. Oh, watch out. Henny Cat. There we are. So, we're gonna bring an empty garbage can in here. And we're gonna mix it up with the mixer. Let me just clear some of the stuff out of the way. There's so much stuff. Right there, Reno Cat? Reno Cat, if you want to. You almost can't see him, he's like blending in. So I'm gonna go grab the bats of insulation that we're gonna be throwing into the floor. I'm just gonna show you guys how we make this happen. Two minutes. Reno Cat. So we got our mixer. And what I'm gonna do is I got my flex mixer. I'm gonna grab those cubes. Empty any dirt that's in here. So obviously a little bit. Alright, now we've got the cube. All I'm doing is duplicating what the machine you rent at Home Depot. You feed the cubes in and I'm just going to break it up. I should have used a bigger Maybe I'll use the bigger garbage can actually, because I feel like that can is too small. But this can is just right. This is not how you're supposed to do it, but we're just making an adjustment based on not having to rent the machine. It's literally like paper pulp. So I'm going to try not to cut myself. I cut it in the half sections. So the way this works, it depends on the thickness. So let's say you want, I'll read it off the other bag. I need to throw, if I know that if you go 18 inches, it's an R60. Because I did it in my roof. And there's only one bar on that battery. Now these batteries are a bit beefier. This is a 6 amp flex, and it's obviously going to be a little bit dusty. How many people do this? I haven't seen anybody yet. Good thing I only put half of it in there because like the whole can is full now. And then it's actually very low. I guess there was a piece of the bag in there. It's actually very low dust. So then I'm just going to walk over here. Pour it in. Just like that. Now they're going to have really good insulative factors here. Lots of guess there must have been some bag left. In there. Here, I'll set you guys up over in this corner so you can see firsthand on what we're doing here. Right? Look at this. Texas Mickey Jack giving you guys the gist of what's going on. So all of this stuff is obviously going to settle. But this is why we put the poly down. Because we wanted to make sure that it would stay in there. So we're just trying to get a good layer underneath here. Any cat's like, what's going on? What do you got in there? What do you got in? What are you doing there? So, like I was saying, this basically goes by the thickness. So if you've got where's the inches here? So if you got 3 inches of this stuff, then you will have an R value of 12. If you got 4 inches, you have 13. If you got 19 inches, you have, if you have 6 inches, you have 19, and it goes up. If you have 10.5 inches, you're at like 61 R value. So it works pretty good. It's a good product. I've used it in my house. Now, just gotta mix up some more. guess they got like little shreds of plastic and stuff in here, I guess. Weird. And obviously the stuff is going to settle. So it's not going to be the same height. So if you add extra, it's going to settle a few inches. But now everything's nice and insulated. It's going to be more insulated here than here, but I can't do anything about the joists. I can only do what I'm doing here. Could even just pack it in slightly, right? Their room is going to be so much warmer. They're complaining about how cold it was at one point, so now they should be pretty good. Grab another cube.
I have like a shit ton. Like I like.
The live is on too.
Oh shit! Sorry.
No, I'm just letting you know. Just walk around with plywood.
Oh, it's falling over.
Huh?
I'm falling over.
So this is why we did all that we were doing.
Oh yeah. Hamster shaving.
Yeah, just watch no stuff on the end of that. So,
On the end of what? Oh, that washer.
yeah. So just like filling it in. I'll push as much as I can, but again, like the plastic is going to work to stop any heat escapation.
Yeah.
If we ever do the closet.
Sick.
But at least from here to there, I can push some underneath. But
Do you just like move it?
I can, but you still got to wrap the plastic around the joist.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Right, that's why I was saying
Yeah.
we should take it out, because you're going to end up with like two more sheets of plywood and the whole floor spread in. And to be honest, I think if you did an L-shaped closet, you'd have more room in your...
I was thinking that, to be honest with you, I was thinking...
We could do a build-in. Doesn't have to be like this. It could be like a custom...
That's what I was thinking. Like with shelves and shit in
Yeah.
it, because
Drawers
like
at the
get rid
bottom,
of, like,
shelves at the top.
get actually rid of my dresser.
Yeah.
And like actually build one in there. That's what I was thinking.
So your room's going to be way warmer.
Sick. This is like the coldest room in the house. Besides that room.
Yeah, we have one vent.
That's why I had to move the kids to over here, because this room was so fucking cold.
So yeah, now you're gonna have probably like an R40 value.
Sick.
Because 10-inch thickness gives you R60. It actually might be R60 at this point, but I gotta mix up some more in the bucket and then dump it in and
Sick.
keep going on the way down.
I have much burgers on the thing right now.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tell me if you want. Do you want me to just bring you another one?
Sure.
There's onions and everything on it.
Salad time. Just need a fork for the salad. Where did I put the... I don't know where to put the plate. I guess I'm going to do this. Oh, I came up with an idea. Okay. I can use the bread as the fork. So, now you guys can see that blow-in insulation. That's what this is. It's a blow-in insulation product. It's waterproof. It's fire retardant. And it's really good. We got R12 on the sides. But we'll bring up insulation the best we can. This is actually a really good burger. Wow. It took a lot to get to this point. All the walls are cut. It's being supported by 3 studs and 1 corner block. This whole roof. Pretty crazy. This is amazing. Yep. I definitely want another one. So, I need a fork. Yeah. Put this aside for now. Henny cat! Oh, I was going to bring in another cube. Be right back. Alright. We got another cube ready to go. So we'll just cut this guy in half. Hey, cat, what are you doing down there? You're smelling it? Get out of there! This cat is just having a blast. I'll split this in half. And this has to be made out of garbage. put 2 cubes in here so far. Maybe you guys want to see the process of the mixing. I don't know. Let's just do it. I'll bring the camera right over so you get a kind of bird's eye view of what's going on. This is what it looks like to mix up this stuff. It's pretty hard. Comes in chunks. But it's like made with like pulp and everything. I don't know. Looks like it's the motto of the world. Like there's a package here. I don't know what that's from. Motto of the world is to sell you garbage, right? So I just kind of pinch the end of the garbage can. Kind of feel when you're hitting a hard spot that hasn't been broken up. But surprisingly, it doesn't make a lot of dust at all. Like there's a bit of everything in here. Wrappers. I always thought it was just paper pulp, but I guess it's not. So 2 bundles has gotten us to here. Look at that. Just make it all even. That's easily an R60 now, for sure. Honestly, I think she needs a vent. Coming off of this vent right to this window here. Because you should always have a heating source right by the window. There should be a vent somewhere here. And before we close the floor in, that's one of the best things to do. Curious if she'll go for it. All right. So that's how far 2 bags has gotten us from here to there. And that cavity is roughly about 6 feet wide by to the bottom side of the joist. Top side of the joist is 16 to the bottom side of the joist. It's like 10. So this is like an R40 right now. All that's an R40. So we need a 4x10 vent and 2. And we're going to need roughly about, how many feet is that? I'm going to say that's 8 feet to there. You know why I know it's 8 feet? Because the sheet that the camera's on is 8 feet long. So if we go 8 feet, we can literally 90 and over. And there we have it. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just letting you know, that's how we do the blow-in insulation without having to blow it in. What's great about this is her place is going to be so much warmer. So as you can see behind me, there's walls all ripped out and moldy, and That's how we ended up in this room, because this is the bathroom here. Right here. And we had to rip out the tub used to be right behind this wall. Now, there's no vapor barrier in the wall either, and we're basically reconstructing while people live here, which makes it so much harder. So I'm going to suggest that we throw an actual vent going from this vent that's already here out and to this window right here. We should always have a vent by the window. For whatever reason, they didn't put one in here. Maybe they're just trying to save money, like the shitty plywood they used and everything else. Who knows? All I know is we're almost done the floor stuff, so we can start putting this stuff back together. Either today or tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow, because I'm thinking we're at like 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock now. It's time to go home. So I'll throw some sheets over this and call her at night. And you guys have a great day. And until next time. Oh, I want to also thank everyone for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. You guys have a great night. Stay authentic. Bye.